Hello everyone. I'm going to talk about an interesting topic, Go in embedded world. And I think there are so many presenters already have talked about a lot about how you can use Go in different embedded devices and products. So I'm not going to discuss something very specific to any product. What I'm going to discuss is just a single problem statement. Can we use Go as a single technology for both cloud and device side development? So this particular question came up when I was in a startup few years back, and we were trying to find a very lean tech stack for both our devices and cloud side. So we were pondering on different languages, and we choose Go over there. Let's talk about it. I'm sure that there will be so many other teams and companies who are also having the same dilemma, whether they can have a single tech stack which they can use in both dev devices and the cloud side. Now, first of all, is Go a solution? If it is, then why? So, as Tom has already told a lot of things about Go, right? I'm not going to tell you why Go is really, awesome language for the cloud side, multi-core support, easy for multi-threading, faster development, the test framework, inbuilt test framework, error handling, garbage collections, so many stuffs, right? That helps Go make sense for the cloud side development. Now the question is on the embedded side, on the device side, right? First of all, this is a statically linked compiled binaries. The points that I made here is very, crucial for any embedded developer whenever it is finding which language he should use and how that can be helpful. So first of all, statically linked compiled binaries, you don't have to worry about the dependencies, easy to build, and it is only dependent on the kernel, right? The third point is the empty interface equal to void pointer. I put this point, after a lot of thought. So any embedded, developer who is working with C, if you ask him, void pointer is something which he always mostly use for transferring data from point A to point B, right? It's like really gold for him. Now, what Go provides is an empty interface, which is you can use a void pointer. Not only that, but you can use empty interface or concept of interface to design, provide a pattern to your code so that you can, use or change or support any new changes as quick as possible. How good is that, right? Now, next two keywords, Go OS and Go Arc. Okay. Now, when I was working with C a couple of years back, the main problem, well, that's one of my demerits is I was not so good at Makefile and CMake files. Whenever I have to change the platform or wherever I add some new dependencies, I always get stuck there and need a lot of help. The Go provides a beautiful way of creating libraries, creating your executables based on these two keywords, Go OS and Go Arc. Just tell which operating system and which architecture you want to build, and it will build that binary for you as long as it's supported, right? And if we are talking about Go in embedded world, and if we are not talking about TinyGo, it doesn't make sense, right? TinyGo library really makes your life much easier as an embedded developer. Now, as Liam already told us about how easy to use TinyGo and how easy to use this library to create a particular product as quick as possible. Now, on top of that, the thing I think Liam told us that there are 60 plus microcontroller available in TinyGo. I looked at TinyGo today; it was 70 plus, 71 or microcontroller. So the amount at which the acceleration is happening, the amount of microcontrollers supported in TinyGo is really huge. Not only this, there are so many other libraries are now present, embed Go, embedded to Go. There are so many libraries are present, which makes any embedded developer life much easier. But enough of it positive. Let's talk about what is not there in Go. So if you're talking about embedded systems, talking about microcontrollers, you have to think about the advantage that Go brings is that is a garbage collection and how this is a disadvantage for a microcontroller. You may have to tune it down because you don't want your microcontroller to use this garbage collection feature and use its CPU cycle for that. This is something that we need to take care of in the Go. Still, there are some platforms which are not supported. So if you're working on a device which is not supported in Go, then you have to wait or you have to switch to C, right? Now, the third point I added it here to make sure that there are so many critics of Go which says that Go is having a lot of issues with the feature list that they have, and it might not be good suitable for the embedded systems. Absolutely right. Even as per Rob Pike in GopherCon 2014, Go was actually not designed originally for the embedded usage. But look at the timeline after that, the amount of evolution that Go has brought us, it is completely, awesome. And amount of support, the device support, device side development support that Go has right now, as compared to any other language except C, it's going in a much, higher speed. Just to give you how Go looks like as a code as compared to C, this is the same code. This is the same logic that you will need to toggle your LED in a Arduino board with Go. The left side is the Go and the right side is the C. Just to tell you how easy to write, how easy to develop the code in Go these days as compared to C. Of course, the people who are in already C, you will definitely have to pull yourself and look into the benefit of Go. But yes, there is an easy way to develop and learn and do. That's Go provides. So Go makes sense. Now, conclusion. Now, before the conclusion is very, can be tricky here. What we need to do is we need to understand that Go helps to get things done as quick as possible, right? It's easy to develop and easier to, the timeline is very quick. But we have to also remember, which, Tom mentioned it properly, that Go is extremely simple and minimalistic. They don't add features as they should be, and which adds quick learning and helpful in reducing cognitive friction in any developer that you want to build it, right? With the rate at which Go is evolving, it can be a good and maybe only replacement option for C in coming future in embedded world. That's about me, and I think we made a right choice on choosing Go as both cloud and dev side in our project. Hopefully, it will be helpful for you. Thank you.